It's a case that got a lot of news coverage, but charges against the state champion high school wrestler accused of shaking down a classmate for money could soon be dismissed. However, that doesn't mean it didn't happen. News 13's Kayla Ayers is live in the Newsplex with more. Kayla?
Dick, all parties involved have agreed to a continuance, so the case could be dismissed in 90 days. Today in court, we learned the money Chavez took was for an advanced placement exam. And while Chavez is used to being a star on the mat, it was the victim's words that stole the spotlight today.
Rio Grande High School wrestling star Nick Chavez stood by as a representative read a letter from the alleged victim who could not be in court.
I did nothing wrong, but it was going to be all my fault if Nick wasn't allowed to wrestle.
The alleged victim dismissed the term horseplay for what happened in February when Chavez allegedly bullied the victim and took $15 from him. And he wrote that he believes Chavez received preferential treatment, that, quote, the politicians proved once again that the rules we're all told to follow only apply to some people, end quote. Chavez was suspended because of the incident, but just one day later, he was allowed to wrestle in the state tournament. It took County Commissioner Art de la Cruz stepping in and a judge overruling the district's suspension in an emergency hearing. The criminal charges against Chavez will be dropped, provided he doesn't get into trouble before the beginning of August. In the letter, the victim makes it clear he felt like he was bullied, but also that he's okay with the 90-day continuance. Chavez didn't speak to the media, but he did respond to the letter in court.
I'm sorry that we haven't been friends through this.
The judge said he was blown away by the wisdom and the hurt in the letter, but says it could be time to move on.
That's a good thing about young men is, they can fight and then they can just make up and move on. And so I think that's what you both want to do.
Calls to Commissioner de la Cruz for comment were not returned. APS officials say they're waiting for a judge to schedule a hearing for their case. Back to you.
Okay, Kayla, provided Chavez does not get into any more trouble before August the 2nd, the case will be dismissed.